Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how to grow your stack in the most sustainable and most efficient way. Today I have something really cool for you. Where in the real world, in the physical world, you get paid to borrow money. I don't know any place. If you know any place, let me know. But I know a place in DeFi. Welcome to DeFi. Here, this kind of stuff is possible. Okay. Today I'm going to show you actually a double rewarding strategy. Number one, you get paid to post collateral, to provide collateral. Number two, you get paid to borrow against your collateral. And number three, you get even some free tokens on top of that. So how about that? We're going to use Ola Finance. As always, I'm going to put all the links in the description so you can go from there. You're going to use this website right here. And as always, the first thing you want to do is connect your wallet. You're going to do this right here. So it's going to ask me, I want to connect. Yes, I want. And we are going to use the ApeSwap thing here. And as you can see, the first thing what I'm asked is I should switch to BSC network. So why is that? Because ApeSwap, which is basically sponsoring this how can you call it, promotion probably, who's sponsoring this promotion is on the BSC network, Binance Smart Chain network. Okay. Now the article for this is right here. The ApeSwap Rainmaker program is now live. What is it about? ApeSwap is it's a DEX on the Binance Smart Chain website, and their token is called Banana. Okay. They are giving out banana tokens during a 30-day period, right? It starts from the 23rd of November until approximately 30 days. Why approximately? Because this is counted in blocks. So it starts at this block and it will end at this block. And you cannot 100% exactly say how long this will take because the times between the blocks can, they have a little fluctuation there. So 30 days so this amount of blocks can be approximately 30 days, can be a bit less, can be a bit more. How does it work? Important is this graph right here, okay? It's about lenders and borrowers and how many tokens are distributed amongst those different tokens right here, those different coins. So the coins you can see here are the same as here, okay? So what they want you to do is, first of all, post collateral and then borrow against it, okay? And they show you that how much you will get for which action. So for example, if you would provide, if you provide BNB as collateral, then there are 5,161 tokens distributed amongst the people who do that. If you would borrow BNB, then the same amount is also distributed against the people who borrow BNB. So a total of this, okay? So you can do this with multiple pairs if you want to. And the beauty of it is, as I said, you get paid for all three actions. You get paid to post collateral, you get paid for borrow, depending on which pool you go for. You see right now we have 1, 2, which are positive, so they pay you to borrow. And then you get, on top of that, you get those banana tokens, okay? Now, the first thing what you want to do is, first of all, you have to switch to BSC. As you can see, I don't have BSC right now in my MetaMask, but it's pretty handy. They just ask you if you want to add this network. And as I told you before, always make sure that these values are correct. I already checked those values, so these values are good. I say yes, approve, and switch to this network. So now automatically BSC was added to my MetaMask, okay? You see now I'm connected, I have 0 banana and also 0 supply and 0 borrowed, okay? So what you want to do, the first thing is we have to decide what you want to use as collateral. Usually a good strategy for collateral is to use stablecoin. Why? Because the ratio between whatever you put as collateral and whatever you take out as a loan is determining your liquidation price, your liquidation limit, okay? Which means if, let's say, you put Ether as collateral and you borrow something else against it, and all of a sudden Ether starts to decline in value rapidly, then basically the loan, what you have to pay back, has less, I mean, the tokens have less value, right? Because if ETH loses on value compared to whatever you're borrowing, then your the risk will increase, right? So if you take a stable coin, then you eliminate this risk already, which is pretty good. So I would always go for a stable coin if you can. And you see you get a nice 14% here on your USDC. I mean, this is pretty decent, 14%. Important on this strategy is you have to monitor the strategy, which means those numbers here, they change. They can change within an hour, within a day, within a week. You have to monitor those numbers to make sure that you are still in the green, okay? Now, to do the strategy, the first thing you would want to do is to post your collateral, use a stable coin, USDT, BUSD, USDC. Those are stable coins. And the first thing you would want to do is come here and enable whatever coin you want to use as collateral, okay? When you did that, then you click on the same coin again, and here, you see, now it says supply, okay? So you can now supply an amount of USDT in this case, and you get paid 19% for that. And you see also the distribution for this banana API. Yeah, in this case, 0%. Also, you have to approve it first. This is what I talked about in my video, how to secure your MetaMask. So this is exactly the step I was talking about. You have to approve USDT. So you allow this website to spend your USDT, right? Because you have to send it to them. So they have to take it from your wallet, right? So you would approve this one. And then in the second step, this will change to supply. Then you can put in the number, how much you want to supply. And there you go. When you put in some collateral, then it will show here how much collateral you posted, right? And on this side, you have the borrowing tape. Now imagine you get paid 0.99% to borrow BTSC. So this is basically a wrapped version of BTCB, okay? But it has the exact same price like Bitcoin, and it will move exactly the same way like Bitcoin. So if you can supply a stable coin and basically get for free Bitcoin and get even paid for it, I mean, this is a hell of a deal right there. Also right now, positive is USDC. So if you borrow USDC, you get 0.5%. I mean, first of all, you get paid 14.8% to supply USDC, right? And then to borrow USDC, you get paid 0.5%. So you could theoretically go ahead, supply it, borrow it, and then use the API, what you get from the two, to repay your loan. So you get basically a free USDC coin. Now with this strategy, I would recommend to go in with not too small of an amount, because then even if it's a nice API, I mean, 14% from $100, for example, is 14 bucks. So this is not exactly a lot, right? So strategies like that, also because those numbers here for the borrowing, they will change very quickly. Also, it depends on how many people are participating in this promotion here. So as more people are borrowing an asset, right, as lower the API will come. And if it's negative, then you actually pay to borrow the asset, right? But it's still a good deal. I mean, you get 14% to supply. And let's say this one would be -1 or 2 or even 4%, then you still have a net gain of 10%, right? So just do the math and do your own conclusion. As I said, important is to keep an eye on it, keep an eye on the rates, make sure, because again, they can change quickly. So always come over here, check if the one what you borrowed is still in the green or not. And then even if it's changing, you could also like take out your collateral, right? You have the borrow step right here. So you can say how much you want to borrow. Of course, I cannot do it right now because I didn't supply any collateral. But if you follow the steps, then you will be able to borrow. And to repay your loan is exactly, you just come over here to repay, you put in the amount, what you want to repay, approve, and do the transaction, and that's it. Very simple. And since all of this is on the Binance Smart Chain, on the Binance Smart Chain, transactions are really, really cheap. So to do 1 or 2 extra transactions here and there are not really an issue. So if you have an eye on it and you monitor it, you can make some nice gains. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. If you liked it, leave me a like, share it with your friends, and see you in the next one.